Hello, welcome to Intuitive Messages with Amma. I am Amma, and these are my intuitive messages. Wow, eclipse season is upon us. It's a little early this year, eh? Things are moving very quickly. If you're feeling like time is compressing in this like very intense degree, you are not alone. Whatever is coming up for you right now, please notice it, please feel it, because it's probably trying to shift within you. We have a lunar eclipse on Sunday. So things are boiling within us right now. So let's get some messages from the universe wherever you are. If you're in a safe place to do so, please close your eyes with me. We're going to take 3 deep breaths in together. Breathe in through the nose. Let it go. Breathe in again. Let it go. One more together. Breathe in. Let it go. I declare this a divine healing space. I ask anyone who is listening to receive the healing that they need in this moment from their guides, from the heavens, from the universe, from their higher self. We ask that all of us could be uplifted in this moment today. Go ahead and open your eyes when you're ready. Yeah, wow, the visions were very, honestly, kind of hard to explain. When I first closed our eyes, it was like time was literally warping, which I was laughing because I don't usually plan anything for these. And as I was coming in, I was like, I feel like I should talk about time. And then because I've been like trying to make videos on time and not posting them because I don't want to sound too insane. But like, even when they first closed our eyes, it was literally like I could see time before me just warping. Again, hard to explain, almost psychedelic, totally sober. And then all of a sudden I was transported into this other place where there was these beings, and they were, the best I could explain them is they were like jellyfish ghosts. And that sounds so weird, but they were like pink and pinkish, and they didn't really have faces, but they were like floating. And they kept, for some this really weird reason, it kept reminding me, this is not what it looked like, but they kept reminding me of that picture. I think the picture is called Scream. I apologize that I do not know who it's by. It's by a famous artist, and it's Scream, and it's the Scream face. And so it was almost like as if I was sitting in that photograph, that screen or that painting. But in the painting I was seeing these like floating beings, that it's like they had like in Harry Potter the Dementor energy, but they were like cute and pink and like almost a little more fun, but kind of had this same energy, like it was floating down around me. And even at one point in the vision, I was like in Scream, it was dark, and I was sitting on a park bench, and I was like, wow, there's so many of them. And I don't know what they are, and I don't know what it means. And so I'm just asking if there's a message, if they're beings from another place. I'm just going to listen for a moment. It sounds weird, but the first thing I'm hearing is to not be afraid. There's a lot of really interesting things going on in our world right now. I keep feeling there's going to be a higher content of communications from other places, and to really not be afraid, to allow us to be the observer, to see what is coming in, potentially even seeing what is around us now. It feels like other dimensions and things are opening up for many of us, and to just observe, truly just observe. Um, because it didn't feel afraid, even though I'm like in the Scream painting and it's like very intense. Now I'm gonna have to look up the history because it just felt like, okay, yeah, this is happening right now. This is very strange. This is very weird. And they didn't feel like they were gonna hurt me or hurt anyone around me. They were just around. They were just floating around. So yeah, let's, whatever that means. We say yes to learning and understanding, but we also ask for protection around us. So I ask right now for protection around myself as well as those listening right now, to put a dome of protection around you, allowing you to be protected, but also observe what's going on. My dog's here. Okay, so we're going to pull a couple cards. Really fascinating. Sometimes I wish I was a painter so I could like paint these scenes that I see in visions, because it was so, it felt like an invasion of like jellyfish aliens. That's what it felt like. Yeah, that's what it felt like. And it was fine. It's what it, again, my dog is here. Um, it just felt like our new reality, you know? Um, And so now I'm going to pull a few cards and just see kind of what we're coming out of. Sorry, she's very thirsty. So now you know that I really truly do these live, even though I'm posting them later, because I'm not going to re-record it because I really want to bring in the message that's here for us now. It's so fascinating because um, she's still drinking water. It's incredible. It's very hot where we live right now. Um, the first card I pull for us is the Queen of Hearts. So it's the Queen of Cups, if you're familiar with the tarot. This is the Enchanted Tarot, so it's a little more romantic. It's the Queen of Hearts, which feels really fascinating to pull because, like, even this card itself is like very pink, and I just saw this like really weird vision that's kind of like leaving me in an interesting place. And when I see her, I feel this need that we're having to work things out of our heart space. I've been feeling that. Have you guys been feeling that? This lunar eclipse, like, because it's like Pisces, right? But we're in Virgo. So Virgo's very like stoic and mental and like perfectionism and the Virgo ways. Like usually when Virgo season comes around, I get a lot done. We get a lot done. We can get our to-do list done. We can organize. We can figure out the best way to do things. But this one is kind of weird, kind of different because it's Pisces, because that's the axis we're on for this eclipse season, and we're going into a Pisces full moon lunar eclipse. It's not so exact, which is hard for the Virgo energy. Even like as an artist, you might be feeling a little blocked. I read that about a week ago. And as an artist myself, a musician, I was like, I can't do anything new this week. I can barely practice, And so there is this Pisces is, well, until today, to be really honest with you guys, I feel like, again, sometimes it's intuitive. Sometimes we're a little bit ahead of the shifting of the season. And I think eclipse is bringing us a new layer to our own hearts through the mental. We have to get through the mental to get to the emotional. And that's what's so fun to see this Queen of Cups here, because that's what she is here to do. She's here to make heart centered choices and decisions and let it be okay that the heart is guiding you. Even I do feel like eclipse season, a lot of times you will break up. I actually feel something very different. I feel that it's going to challenge us individually on the blockages we have on our heart, whether we're single or in a relationship. So try not to blame your partner or try not to run away from what's going on, at least not at this time. Yes, there might be some changes that are needed, but look inward first, especially right now with the lunar eclipse first. Look inward first and see what blockages you have in your heart. What are you afraid to be vulnerable? What are you afraid to be more emotional in? What are you afraid to be honest in? That first, then clarity. It's hard when you're intuitive when it comes to love because you're like, oh no, I can see outside of it, or it's going to be better without. And I'm like, no, no, no. Intuition sometimes gets stuck in the head. Bring it to the heart. Bring it to the heart. So I'm pulling another card. The next card I pulled is the Hierophant. The Hierophant reversed. So, of course, and it feels identifiable for this moment because we are in a moment of change and we need this moment of change. There's a lot of resistance. I myself have felt that resistance. I'm seeing it around me. But if we can just be in the change, be in the emotions of it, be in the feels, see, I was taken down to the well this week, the bottom of my own well, and I hate going there, but whenever I get there, I find answers. And so I don't want to preach that to you, but I want to tell you that if that's where you're going, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid to go to the bottom of the well to find the answers you need for you. Stop trying to figure out everything on the surface. Virgo wants everything to look good, but Virgo also knows we need to get to the heart of the issue. It's just hard for Virgo energy. So we're going to use this Pisces axis that Virgo and Pisces are on right now to get to the actual heart of the issue. It is time to dive all the way in because it's your soul now. I have the Hierophant here in reverse, and it feels as if your soul, again, it's like soul purpose and the work you're here to do as a soul. We try to do it. We've been stuck in our heads about it, and it is forcing us into our hearts about it. So what does your heart want to tell you? It's so interesting too, because even the next card I pulled for the future card is the Princess of Pentacles. So Princess of Pentacles is, if you're, again, know the tarot, it's the Page of Pentacles. This deck is a little more romantic. Page of Pentacles is a preparation to do something new. And confirming that you've done the foundation. I had that moment today. I was like, what is anything? What is the point of any of it? And then I was reminded by my guides, like, all of this is still foundation. Like you're getting ready to do the next step. And I see this here, and it feels very confirming for all of us that stop doubting or thinking you're not good enough. Release that right now. Even I ask anyone who's holding that to breathe it in, let it go. You are good enough. You are preparing. Your life experience is taking you. You are qualified. You can do this. In this moment, a little upside down, but it's so you can see the other side, and it lets you know that you're going through this upside down moment to probably, well, most likely here, hi, create the next level of your work, the next level of your purpose, and it might look totally different than you thought it was going to look. That's why the Hierophant's probably in reverse. Like just go down the rabbit hole, go the way you need to, and trust that it's a build up. And so this is an interesting moment of change that might be surprising. Stop and listen. Listen to your heart. Listen to what you feel that you need instead of trying to plan your way around and out of everything. No spiritual bypassing here. We are feeling to get to the root, to get to the core of what you're here to do. So it's still this purpose calling and this meaning calling that's coming through, but it's through the heart center. And if there's anything stuck in your body, what you can do is you can notice the tension, notice the other chakras that feel blocked, breathe in the energy, pull it up to the heart center, and then breathe it out. Release everything out of the heart center. This is where we have to release all of it so we can remove all blockages so that we can walk into this Page of Pentacles, this Princess of Pentacles that wants to create the next level. It's in reverse, I think, because there's a lot of doubt, because there's a lot of emotion and fears going on right now. So trust the Page of Pentacles is here to take you. I'm asking if there's any other messages. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. I don't understand the first part of this, and I apologize, but I'm asking on behalf of all of us, do not be afraid.